Hey guys, how you doing on this fine morning of October 16th, 2023? Is everyone doing good or is everybody falling apart? Um ex- uh, Sorry, I've been listening to a bunch of stuff on YouTube and just going down these really weird rabbit holes. But today I want to talk about inbox collecting. I don't do it very often, but I have a certain criteria on how I do it. um, I'm thinking I have a very small inbox collection, but uh, and I kind of do need to get it organized because it's sort of like crammed, and I've been so busy I haven't been able to do anything. But so what I do with inbox collecting and how I assess that I collect inbox like collect and not take a figure out of the package is that I only do it if I like the packaging. Number one, like I really gotta like the packaging, and then maybe a slightly more um, important reason um, is the figure. Like when I see like the figure is not worth opening. Like if I can tell that like if I take this thing out, this thing is either just gonna fall apart, or it's got horrible proportions on it, or uh, or I've had it before and it didn't really display well when I took it out. So without further ado, um, let's get into it with inbox collecting, and let me know what you guys think. What's your guys' inbox collection like? Um, it's uh, it's about I want to say it's about 8:30 p.m. right now at night, and I have to go to bed, and I just want to make this quick video before I go to bed. So let's get into it. Let's see um, my small portion of inbox collection. Okay, here's kind of my totem pole of inbox collection stuff. Here, let's get a little more light in here. All right, this is probably about like a maybe 75, maybe uh 80% of what I have as far as inbox collecting. This figure right here I bought a while ago. It's the classic comic covers Spawn. Um, I don't know if you guys can see it well because of the glare of the plastic, but there it is. I remember that I got this on the first ever free comic book day that I went to when I was like 15, and I really loved this figure at that time. It is a very cool figure. You can see how intricate it is with all the grenades and the shells and the gas mask and the whole the whole RoboCop kind of SWAT thing going on. Even kind of has a bit of a weird pistol there, where um where like the thing's small, but like it's powerful. It could probably outgun like any kind of like AK-47 or AR-15 on the market, and then like a cool looking knife too. Um, so I left that in the package because I kind of remember that time period. It was a really weird time period in my life. My mom and my dad were fighting over custody of me and my brother, and it was just this really weird, tumultuous time in my life. Eventually, my dad actually got custody of of my my brother and I. But like that's just kind of one of the few really good memories I have of me and my mom and my stepdad at the time, is that she took us out to a local comic book shop just to get these. So, um, it's kind of sentimental reason why I have it in package. But to be quite honest with you, I took this out when I first had it, and it really doesn't even display well. So that's why I kept it in the package. Right, here's my other one. I found this at an antique mall. It's called a Brass Armadillo. I don't know if you guys know about it. It's based here in Nebraska. But I just randomly found this, and I love the Big Show. I think he's pretty cool. Um, and like I had long hair like that when I was in high school, so me and my brother kind of joke around that it's like me in high school when he was just Paul White or the Giant, but you know, and as I got older, I kind of look like him too. I just don't have the height, you know. He's like what, like 7 feet tall, and I'm only about like 5'10". Anywho, here's my other one. This is a Death Dealer figure. I never opened this. Look at it. Look at the horrible proportions on that. You know, the weapons don't look bad, but the figure itself just looks awful. You know, I mean, you can't get like. There's no way you can get like anything good out of this figure if you open this up. Like it would probably fall apart in your hands. But I mean, I love this packaging. This packaging is so cool. If I could take this off the peg easily. There we go. Okay, so you have this packaging. This packaging is awesome, by the way. I love how like they show the Frank Frazetta universe, or the Frazettaverse, if that's a thing. I love how they show that in this top corner. Like these are his characters, because these really are. Like you have the Death Dealer, and then you have a werewolf from a painting of his. I think that's some sort of wizard from a painting of his. And that's the woman that's always been in like certain kinds of paintings and comics, and also cartoons. She's the same woman that was in the Fire and Ice cartoon. So, and here's the back. So it's really cool packaging. I really like this. So this is why I kept this in packaging, is just because of how nice the packaging was. The fact that they're making like a really cool homage to Frank Frazetta's artwork. Such an old school artist as well. And you know, I really hope Loose Collector ends up making a Death Dealer, because I think out of anyone, they're the ones who are going to do it. Because that would just be so awesome to see a Death Dealer, like a Masters of the Universe classic style Death Dealer. That would be so awesome. I would jump for joy over that, you know. You know, we'll just have to wait and see. The toy market is it's getting better and better. The one thing I kind of fear is that like a lot of it seems to be sort of going in this weird subscription-based thing where so much of your stuff is wrapped up into pre-orders. I mean, there's figures that you can't even get unless if you just pre-order them. So, like the Cyberfrog. I have the Cyberfrog figures coming in. They already shipped, but it took forever for them to ship. So, you know, I think those are sort of one where it's like, you really kind of can't get it unless if you get a pre-order. So, moving on to my last bits of in package. Okay, this is my second to last figure that's in package. It's this Bubba Ray Dudley ECW figures. First off, these are just cool. You know, like I saw that Kyle Peterson, shout out to him, and what's his name? The guy who's on Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. Brian Myers. Yeah, him and I have the same initials. My name is Ben Meyer. His name's Brian Myers. But anyway, so like I remember like seeing their collection of these figures, and I thought these figures were just so weird. Like they're very knockoff, very bootleggy. And I'm really, really kind of into that sort of knockoff bootleggy style now. Just because I think it's unique, and I mean, let's face it, like, I know there's a ton of competition, especially within the kind of Masters of the Universe Classics, Masterverse, McFarlane, Classified, Marvel Legends, NECA, scale figures. I know there's a ton of them out there, and I'm really, really glad there is. But it's like, I always feel like we could use a bit more of that. And just seeing these figures and just these weird, like, you know, off-brand toy manufacturers making these is just so cool, you know. Yeah, I mean, like, that's what I don't like about, like, people that always defend Hasbro and stuff. It's like I don't want all my stuff just to be Hasbro, and I don't want all my stuff just to be Hasbro and Mattel, or just Hasbro, which there's so many people that just seem to want to have it only be Hasbro and Mattel, or just Hasbro. Like, no, I don't fucking want that. I mean, they make cool toys, yes, but, like, you know, I love variety, especially within the action figure realm, so to speak. So that's my second to last, is this Bubba Ray Dudley ECW figure. If you want to look up reviews on this stuff, there's plenty of them out there. I just want to show what I have in box, or in package. So let's move on to our final in-package purchase. Okay, and here's my final in-package figure. This is a tank from my favorite video game of all time, Quake 2. First things first is I had this figure before, and again, it doesn't really display well. You can see that it's not a very well-made figure. It kind of looks like shit, but that's why I love it. It's just, this is such a mangled mess of a figure. First of all, if you ever play this game, it's a really, really fun game, and I highly recommend it. And they just recently, like 2 or 3 months ago, I think maybe 2 months ago, they came out with a fully remastered version for Xbox One and Xbox One X, Series 1X. And I mean, like, you know, for one, the figure is to be desired. Okay, the figure isn't very good, you know. I get that this is what he looks like in the video game, but it looks like shit. Let's just face it. Back in the day when this came out, this probably looked pretty good, you know, because this very much has like a circa 96, 97, 98, 99 McFarlane toy. So, and you can tell that, like, the manufacturers totally got their inspiration from McFarlane of the same time period. You know, I have a Spawn Knight that basically looks exactly like this guy, but like, you know, there's a little dent in the corner. I didn't even notice that, but oh well, maybe we can fix that. Yep. So they're good as new. The bubble's a little bit yellowed, which happens over time, especially if you don't really store these properly. The card's a little bent, but the figure's really well sealed on there, which is what I like. And here's the bag. Look at that. Look how crazy that is. And that's how, like, Cyberfrog is it just has, like, stuff like this. Like, it's just like, dude, this looks like a Nine Inch Nails album, or it looks like a Marilyn Manson music video. Like, it's just that crazy. So, but I mean, these figures are cool. I used to have, like, all of these figures, but I actually ended up getting rid of them. But this is my favorite game, And a thing about reason why I don't take this guy out of the package, because I don't think I fully disclosed that, but it's because like I had this once, I took it out, and then it tumbled, and then when it tumbled, the legs just shattered. I mean, that's real metal, and those are real springs, because I've had this figure before, but it just shattered. So I just figured, you know what, like, this is cool enough packaging. I love this game. They just recently came out with it on Xbox and Xbox One X, and I think all the other consoles too, like Steam Deck and PS1 or God, what PS1? What the fuck? It's I have to wake up so early, guys. I'm sorry, but what was it? PS5. I think they might have come out with that too, but obviously this type of game is steering more towards Xbox. Yeah. Technically speaking, Quake 2 is the very first military first-person shooter. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today. Let me know what you guys think of inbox collecting. Do you guys do it, and what kind of circumstance do you guys do it on? So, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll come back with another video.